even saying this, but it's really bad news with regard to Aggie's test for fungal and bacterial infections in her sinuses. You can see, if you can hear her, she's grinding her teeth. She's gone from jumping around happy like she is after she starts any antibiotic. The last antibiotic was gentamicin in a nebulizer, and she felt great for a couple of months, 2.5 months actually. Before that, she had been on zithromycin. Before that, she had been on enrofloxacin. How do you say it? Enrofloxacin. There was another antibiotic in between. I don't even remember the name of it. And the gentamicin is a very strong antibiotic. And she even had to have a test for her kidney function, because gentamicin can cause kidney failure in rabbits that already have weakened kidneys. But her kidneys were okay, and she went on the gentamicin, and you saw she was jumping and leaping around, feeling really good, not doing any snuffling, no teeth grinding. And then after 2.5 months, it's right back to her feeling bad again. And I'm listening to her grinding her teeth at night. She really doesn't want to jump around. And I discussed it with the vet. And the results were, they found a type of bacteria far up in her sinuses that has been there so long and is so resistant to any antibiotics that it's caused the bones to actually put on extra layers. And who knows how long she had this, she could have had this from way, way back before we got her, because the first time I saw her getting sick or feeling sick, I took her into the vet right away, and she was put on enrofloxacin. She's been on that several times. Like I said, she has nasal swabs. Every time they do a nasal swab, they find a different kind of bacteria in her sinuses. But they'd never gone up far enough into her, I should say they found it in her nasal cavities, nostril area. But they've never gone up into her sinuses. This was an opportunity to get a swab from really deep in her sinuses when she was under for the CT scan. And what they found is something that's so resistant to antibiotics, and it mutates so quickly that it's kind of futile to try a medication. I'm feeling really, really bad about this. Okay, that's just the other bud. You can see she's still very curious, and sometimes she stretches out like she's feeling alright. A lot of times she's sitting though. I can tell she's not feeling good. She's still been eating and drinking. So there's that teeth grinding again. I have to give her one last chance to beat this, and the odds are against us, because I think she's had this infection for many years, maybe even before we got her. Maybe it's the underlying infection that never goes away, and maybe it adds to depressing her immune system in some way, so she can't fight off other bacteria. But it's something I gotta try. Okay, I couldn't do anything with Aggie. I couldn't put her down. Sometimes she stretches out, and she's been eating vegetables, and she's eating her pellets. She's going to the bathroom. She's drinking water. And I even let her out of the pen, and she jumped up on the bed, and she was nosing around, looking around. But then she goes back and sits, and she's not normal at all. But I can't let it go, because this will bother me. For years, I'll wonder, should I have tried the shots? You know, would it have helped? Would it have gotten rid of this? And if anyone else has a rabbit that's had this type of situation with the constant congestion, maybe the same thing is going on. There's bacteria way up in her sinuses that regular antibiotics are not killing off. So, you know, I'm hoping this video helps someone else too, to figure out what's going on. And this is kind of an experiment, because they don't even keep this medication at the vet clinics. They have to order it special. So as things go and progress, I'm just going to put some videos on, see how she's doing, and if it helps. And I'm not expecting it that it's going to. I'm thinking this is going to be just a waste of a couple $100. But there's a slim chance that it could kill off this bacteria, and I don't think it will, because she's had this infection obviously for a long time, maybe even before we got her, and you wouldn't know that she had it. And if you have a rabbit that has constant congestion, maybe the thing to do is to have them put the rabbit under where they can go up with a swab way up into the sinuses, real far up behind their eyes is where the sinuses are, and then see what kind of bacteria are up there, so that they can pinpoint what kind of antibiotic to try. Because just doing the nasal swabs with Aggie, it didn't work. They were finding bacteria there, but this infection in the sinuses has been there a long time. Like I said, it was there long enough so that the bones were putting on extra layers of bone growth and growing irregularly because of the infection. But anyway, I'm going to try the shots, and I'll keep you updated if you're interested to see what happens. Okay, see you next time.